Hey YouTube, this is 24K signing in. What's up? How's it going? I just wanted to talk about the ending of Raw the other night, April 14th, 2014 edition. You had the Shield going up against 11 guys. That was crazy. It was a little interesting, but I feel like we've seen that before. We probably have at some point, or something similar to that. But yeah, it was interesting. Now, if this doesn't make them a baby face, I don't know what will. I mean, they were already faces, but yeah, that really put them over being a huge baby face. Now, something similar happened with Daniel Bryan a few weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, ending with him against Triple H. Yeah, he wasn't up against 11 guys, obviously, but when he was handcuffed, and he just absolutely took a beating. So, in the aspect of taking a beating, the Shield absolutely took a beating. Yeah, so they're huge faces. So what does this mean? Next Monday, they're going to get their revenge, most likely. But I like the Shield. I like the fact they're faces. They're getting pretty good responses for the most part. Now, every once in a while, the crowd may be silent, or they may not get a big response by the crowd, but for the most part, they're getting good responses. But the one thing I don't like about the Shield is the fact that Dean Ambrose hasn't put his title on the line in I don't know how long, so he needs to defend his title. But anyways, another thing, what does this mean, them going up against 11 guys the other night? Aside from the fact that it makes them really huge baby faces, the WWE doesn't know what to do with most of its talent from a storyline perspective. I mean, okay, you had this new guy, Rusev. Obviously, he was just introduced recently. Actually, he made his debut at the Royal Rumble, but he came back a couple weeks ago, months after the Rumble. So they're not sure what to do with him just yet. And then, of course, you got Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio, and a bunch of other guys. Fandango! I think that was a decent impression. I don't know. It was okay. But you get a bunch of guys that they don't know what to do with. They don't really have much storylines. I mean, I don't know. If I see one more match between Fandango and Summer Rae versus Santino and Emma, I mean, those matches, I just turned the channel. I'm sick of them. And it's not Summer Rae anymore. It's a new woman. I'm not sure. I forgot her name. But it's pretty much the same matches over and over again. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, the WWE is pretty predictable for the most part, but every once in a while they may do something unpredictable, like Undertaker losing to Lesnar. No one saw that coming. That's still unbelievable, but for the most part, the WWE's predictable. I almost said unpredictable, but predictable, and they don't know what to do with half of their talent, especially a bunch of these heels and faces too. I mean, look at Kofi Kingston. He's only known for surviving Royal Rumbles temporarily to get out a couple minutes later. Like, surviving them in unique ways to only get out a couple minutes later. So, I mean, he never gets a push. Ziggler, yeah, he got a push a few years ago, but for the most part recently, he hasn't gotten any pushes. So, I mean, yeah, some storylines are interesting, and I understand that it's tough to write storylines for I don't know how many wrestlers are on the roster, but it seems to me like they're not even making an effort for the most part from a storyline perspective for a good portion of these wrestlers. Let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me, disagree with me, you don't really care either way, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment, like, dislike, share. Offer suggestions for future videos. Follow me on Twitter, AlexGold14. Thanks for watching. Until next time.